Okay, the camera fell, so I'm tried to secure it the best I can right now, clicking it onto the thing. But anyway, um, I'm constantly I'm constantly trying to think of ways to make the marriage work. I'm so afraid of losing him and just want to try to make it work, always trying to figure out how I can do that. So we went to counseling. We tried to go to counseling um, with one of the pastors he knew. I didn't really know him first. I didn't know him at first. We've done counseling before, maybe freaking like 7, 8 times already. I mean, it just doesn't work with him. He doesn't holding it with my legs, so it's gonna bounce. God dang it. Okay, it really just doesn't work with Collins. I don't know. He don't open up. He don't want to talk. He don't want to say nothing. But surprisingly, he actually opened up to this pastor, and I was a little surprised because I learned some things that I didn't know. I learned some stuff that I didn't know, and it wasn't much, but at least a little bit of information is better than none because I don't get no answers. I don't get nothing from him. So, a little bit or whatever I was grateful for to try to learn and understand some things. Um, in the marriage, some family, I don't know why, but they believe that I messed up the second marriage of his second marriage. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. That is the beginning. So I'm writing a book. That part you can find out once that book is completed. If you want to read that or whatever, it will tell you the truth about everything, how we met and everything. I had nothing to do with their marriage. I met him though, and I was involved with him, but it was lies. So anyway, uh, I didn't have anything to do with his marriage or him married to her. I didn't have nothing to do with all that. Whatever they ended their marriage was, it was whatever they ended their marriage for. It's just that he found me when they were going through their divorce. He was looking for me, and he found me. And again, in the book, it will tell you what happened. But no, I had nothing to do with their marriage. But some family members of his was believing I, messed up his marriage. Not true. Not true at all. Never. Um, I did not. But anyway, um, we went to counseling, and it it was hard because even though I found out a few things um, with going through this counseling, he still was lying. He still lied. It's like no matter what, he's gonna lie. So it's just so hard. It's so hard to to live with somebody that lies so much. Just lie. Act like nobody not gonna know you lying. You know when somebody's lying to you. Anyway, was he gave us instructions, and well, first, every time we had a session, the violence happened again. The violence happened again. Uh, I think I'm arguing about something, like because of just the mistreatment and things like that, and not listening, won't be honest, won't talk or anything. So I don't remember how it started or whatever. If I don't remember. Like it does take me to like maybe like push him maybe, or I don't remember. It could be the smallest thing. It could be the smallest thing if I'm doing something or whatever, like talk to me, or you know, what the hell, Collins, like what's wrong with you or whatever. You know, he get violent. He pushed me down one time. He just pushed me down in my pinky. It took forever for this pinky to heal. It took like almost 2 years for this pinky to heal because you know you land or whatever. Um, and then I think another time the session, and then we came back, and if we're talking about things, don't want to talk, don't want to discuss nothing or whatever. So it happened again, and I'm like, why are you so violent now? You know, I'm not trying to be violent when I maybe do something or whatever. You know, I'm not trying to be violent like that. I'm just trying to get attention or whatever and stuff. I swear I'm not trying to be hurt. I'm not trying to fight. I'm not trying to fight. I'm not trying to fight with him like that. But any little thing I do, he finds it, I guess, attack or whatever, and he attacks me. He literally will push me or knock knock me off or whatever, or hem me up, and you know, it's like it's weird. So then we going through the sessions, and he uh he was giving we were both given instructions. The pastor told me to stop saying he's a liar, to stop calling him a liar. That was my what do you call it? My homework, I guess, because I can't think of the word. That was my homework, is to, when I talk to him or whatever, don't call him a liar. I said, okay. His homework was to his his homework was to show me love. The pa- the pastor said, your wife, he said, your wife needs to know that she's loved. She needs it. Your wife needs to know and feel loved. She doesn't feel loved. She she needs that. She needs you to show her that you love her. So his homework was to hug me. His homework was to, for 15 minutes, whatever time we agree. His, his homework was to hug me, hug me for at least 15 minutes. 15 minutes, um, to show love, you know, like a cuddle, or just give me that time and hug me. So he couldn't he couldn't do it. Oh, oh my God. Oh God. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He had a problem with hugging me. He had a problem with hugging. He couldn't do it. He'll sit next to me. He would sit next to me. And I would like, okay, we're gonna cuddle. Can we cuddle? Can we lay on the couch and just hold each other or whatever? He couldn't do it. He sat there for a while, and then, you know, I'm trying to wait and go at his pace. I think once he did it. He sat next to me. He sat next to me, and then he hugged on me. It didn't last 15 minutes, but he hugged on me. So he did that one time. Any other time he can't. And then I remember telling my sister, it's like I'm frustrated. I'm, just talking, and it's like he can't even he can't even cuddle. He doesn't even want to cuddle. And she says, "Really? Cuddling ain't nothing but sitting on the couch laying with each other." I said, "Yes, that's simply what it is." So, um, so then after that, um, I think he asked me if I still wanted to continue the counseling. So I just said no. I said no, I don't want to, because every time we go to counseling, it gets violent, and I don't want to fight. And I think I have every text that I sent. So I sent him and the pastor a text, and I told him that I didn't want to continue it because I don't I don't feel defended. I don't feel like anyone helps me or defend me. And every time we go to counseling, it turns violent, and I don't want to fight. I wasn't raised that way, and I don't think he was either. I wasn't raised in a family where it was a lot of arguing and a lot of fighting and all that. I didn't experience that. I didn't. My mom and my dad didn't do that. So I don't want to fight. I don't want to do that because I don't want to be hurt, for one thing. And I remember him telling me that too. And he started crying. He started crying because when he did it, he pushed me to the ground so hard. And he started crying himself because he said, "Ooh, I can hurt you." He said, "I can hurt you." And I'm thinking to myself, why would you want to hurt me? Why? Why would you want to hurt me? That's my thing. It's like, why? Why do you want to hurt me? So, anyway, that happened. Oh, and how I believed, and this is from the very, very first beginning of this story, how I believed that he really slept with my daughter's girlfriend is because when he cries, I mean, it's not many times now that he's shown emotion or whatever, because I just think the enemy has taken him hold. They just got him by the throat because he is he is betraying just evilness. But then I was asking him about it, and he broke down crying. He was boo-hoo crying when that happened, and I was saying, "You slept with her and y'all were this and that or whatever." He just broke down crying like a baby. I mean, the crying like I'm doing, like, oh. I mean, he was crying. He was, I guess, because of the guilt he did to me, or maybe not even to me, because I don't think he feels guilty doing anything to me, but maybe to our daughter, that he did something like that. So I forgot about that, but that's a lot of reason why I believe, yep, he did it. Because I know him. He's not a crybaby. I am. I cry. My feelings get hurt very easily, very easy. So I'm the crybaby. He's not like that. So if he's crying, he's guilty. Something is eating at him that he know he did wrong. But anyway, we did the counseling thing. I didn't want to do it anymore because we would fight, and I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. So, okay. So then we're going through it, trying to stay married. And at some points, you know, um, you don't know what else to try. I've tried some of everything. I even went so far as to write down things, Google stuff, how to be more loving, caring, showing affection. I taped them all around the room. Our kids can tell you. I had them everywhere. They come in there, they see them everywhere. I had in the shower, everywhere, because I wanted him to look at that every day like a post-it note to remind yourself of what to do today or whatever. So I had them everywhere. Closet, shower. I had these post-it things, them little things everywhere. To just look at it and say, give your wife a hug today. Say something nice to your wife. Invite your wife to dinner, or just things that you can do to show love towards me, and make me feel better and get the marriage kind of going in a different direction. Didn't work. Didn't work. Did not work. Okay. There's so much. Let me see. um I'm trying to prove to you guys that I didn't do this. So I'm trying to think of everything that I can think of this past few years that has happened, and for you to see what I've gone through. Because I cannot see anything that I've done to him to make him treat me so bad, to just be mean and evil all the time to me. If y'all hear anything I'm saying and you can say, point out, Sandra, this, please tell me, because I don't know what I've done to make him hate me so much. So, okay, get back on another part. Um, I believe he's still bringing women in the house because things have been broken. I'm not gonna go through all that because it's just so much, but I know someone is in my house. I know someone has been there. So he's still doing that. Um, Let me see. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. Uh, we agreed to stay married, like I said, because when, well, first I started talking about separating again because he won't act right. Oh, okay. I started asking about separation again. Okay, it clicked. I'm always late, y'all. I'm sorry. But this is why. This is why. Okay, so another year comes around, and it's our anniversary again. Is it our anniversary again? Okay, yeah, because we went to, no, first, before the anniversary. Before the anniversary. It's my birthday. My birthday again. Okay, I think it's gonna, when I say this, it should fall more into place now because it's a year and more recent. I should be able to tell everything and then end it. Okay, my birthday weekend. No. Okay, it was a year before. I think this is a year before. I can't even remember. It may be. But anyway, my birthday weekend was the last weekend we had sex. The last weekend we had sex. So it's coming up on a year. Okay. Uh, we we had sex on my birthday weekend, and um, he was going to training in Nevada, in Las Vegas. They had this thing. So, he was going to be gone. I think right after that weekend or whatever. And so then he left. So then he said, "Hey, y'all want to come out to Vegas?" And I was like, "I'll see, because y'all know I hate if anybody knows me, they know I hate car rides. I hate long car rides. I don't mind a plane quick flight, but long car rides I don't like. So it didn't matter to me if we went or not, because that's a long way to drive. So I told my sister, and my brother about it, my brother-in-law. So they were, well, my sister really wanted to go. So she was like, let's go, let's go. So she convinced us to go. So we like, all right, let's go. We got on the road. I think that night, they so excited wanted to go. So we got on the road that night and we went there. Okay. Got there, and then the hotel and everything paid for it because of the military. They were there for training. And we just like normal or whatever. You talk, but you don't talk and everything. So he wasn't there a lot. He wasn't there a lot. So he got to the room like normal, 6, 7 o'clock. You know, because he a first sergeant, so they job runs late. So then when he finally gets there, we're taking pictures, we're getting dressed, ready to go out. Him and I are neither are gamblers. We don't really believe in feeding a machine money that we can spend somewhere else. And I love shopping. I love giving, you know, so I rather shop and buy something for somebody else than feed a machine. So we're not really people that gamble. So then we do that, you know, we go out with the family and we do those things. So then we're in there, and after I lose my little $20, $50, whatever I had to put in there, $20, $50, whatever it was, I'm done. So I start doing TikToks. I started getting on, you know, the thing and started doing little videos while everybody still had money and they were just, you know, playing or whatever. So I started doing TikToks and things to, you know, occupy my time. So I do that. Now it's a dark skinned female waitress, and then it's a light skinned female with the curly hair with the blonde streaks in it and everything. So I'm not really thinking or worried about them or whatever. But my sister, she peeps game quick. She peeps game quick. So later on, when we discussed it, she had already peeped game. She had already said, yeah, I the little dark skin one, whatever. I had to tell her something. I'm like, oh, okay. And I said, well, I really wasn't paying attention, and the girl was right next to me. She was right there, and I could see her in my provisional. I can see her, but I didn't think anything. I mean, the slowness again. I not looking and seeing what they're doing or whatever. I'm just, oh, at this time I was playing. This was before I started doing the TikToks, I think. I was still going bling bling, and she's right there. So I can only assume is that she's saying, you know, signaling go to the bathroom or whatever, whatever, this and that. So, and then after all of that, after I finished doing the TikToks and stuff, and then he's run out of money, so he's like, all right, let's go. He said, hey, let me go to this bathroom or whatever. I'm like, okay, not thinking nothing of it again, still not thinking of it. So then um, he gets back, and again, not thinking nothing of it. God, I hate that. But nah, we go back to the room and stuff like that. And I'm like, we on the first floor. I didn't even think about it. That's why I think that they exchanged room numbers or whatever. So I didn't see it. So everybody that's gonna say, oh, you can't prove it or whatever, I can't. I can't. I'm only telling you my life story with him, that this is what happens when I know that he is cheating or whatever. So um, he could have went to the room because it's like literally maybe 75 feet, 100 feet, something like that, to the room. Maybe less than that, I don't know. But It wasn't far. He could have just said, I gotta use the bathroom. Let's go to the room. Simple, basically. So anyway, the next day we were leaving. The next day we were leaving. And again, there's no touching, no nothing, like nothing. Um, and so um, I think last night we just kind of like walked around, walked outside, and walked the strip and take pictures and stuff like that. So the next morning we getting ready to leave, gassing up the car and stuff like that. He had already had to leave because he had to work. So we left. And of course, the long ride home, I'm calling. I'm calling like, hey, what you doing? What you doing? He says, no, I did video calls. I think I did video calls because trust issues, a lot of stuff has happened. I mean, like I'm skipping over so much. I'm skipping over so much stuff that I done caught him in and all that or whatever. So it's trust issues. So I would call him, video call him. And he says, I'm um, I'm gonna go lose some money. Antennas, the little red flags, like, what? I'm gonna go lose some money. I think I'm gonna just go out there and lose some money or whatever. That ain't Collins. That ain't Collins. Collins would be like, man, that dollar can go on a McDonald's drink, whatever. So my antenna's like, okay, sums up. So I have to wait and listen. So then I call him back, and he says, well, he wouldn't answer. I called back and he wouldn't answer. And I kept calling. And I will call and call and call until you pick up that phone because I already know years and years and years of experience. He I keep calling. I just will keep redial, redial, redial. So he wouldn't pick up the phone, and then finally he picked it up, and he said, "Oh, I didn't know you was calling me. My phone was in my pocket." I believe it was a lie, but okay. So then he gets mad, and I could sense a lot of attitude. He's mad with me because I interrupted something. So then uh, I'm on a video call with him, and he sits at the seat. So I'm looking back. I'm like, "Where you at?" And he says, "I'm sitting where we were before." I said, "Oh, so you on the same machine?" And he's not saying much. So then, so then, I'm looking. I'm trying to see everything or whatever. So he puts the phone down on the thing, and he's annoyed. He's really annoyed with me. He's annoyed with me, so he just ding, 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 just ignoring me and just, tapping ding, 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 or whatever. So then I said, all right, well, I'll give you a call. Um, I'll give you a call back in a little while. Oh my God. So it might have been maybe 20, 30 minutes, okay? 20, 30 minutes. I call back. I video back. I think I had to call a couple of times. So then, when he finally answers, he's naked. He's naked. He's in the room. He's in the room and he's naked. I'm like, looking at him or whatever. And I say, and previously to this, which of course I done forgot again, but it's already happened before. I believe with the lieutenant when he was at drill, and of course, a lot of times I don't go, and he lied. I think I was trying to touch on that, but went past it. He wouldn't show me everything or whatever. He just showed his face like this. He wasn't trying to let me see nothing. So I already know from experience how he does things. So anyway, uh, this is happening. I said, I want to see the room. Show me the room. And I'm like, why are you naked? I mean, straight naked, nothing on, naked. He got the phone and he naked. So then he goes around the room and everything. And I'm like, no, no, I want to see everything. So I'm assuming that the female that got her stuff or whatever and walked out the door because he's over here showing me places and stuff. And I said, I want to see everything. I want to see the bed. I want to see the closet. I want to see everything. So then he puts the phone and go around the room. The bed is messed up. The lady had cleaned the rooms because the first time I FaceTimed him, both beds were made up. Both beds were made up because he's at work. So, they come in and they clean the room. Both beds, everything was clean. So then this time, the bed to the wall, to the other wall, where the AC was, it was messed up. Like he had been in the bed. I didn't say anything. I'm just observing, trying to observe everything. So then he goes around the room. I said I want to see the bathroom because he was saying he was gonna take a shower. He was gonna take a shower. I said I want to see the bathroom. So he goes into the bathroom and he's showing me or whatever and this and that or whatever. And I'm like, why? Like always, why? It was constantly why with you. What, Sandra? It's back and forth or whatever. I'm showing you and this and that or whatever and this and that. Collins, why are you doing this? Why are you lying? And I ain't lying and this, back and forth or whatever. And I'm like, my God. And I believe it was the light-skinned chick with the gold streaks because she's the only one that kept coming by and getting his attention and things like that. No, I didn't see. I saw the eye contact. He was looking at her when she was beside me. I saw that, but again, the slowness didn't catch up to like look and like what the fuck? What y'all doing or whatever. I'm knowing she's by me, but I'm not paying attention because I know he's looking at her. I can visually see him and her looking at each other, or look at him looking at her. But her, I'm like, ding, ding, I'm not, really paying attention to what's going on inside of my right. I'm just kind of like, I might have been a little bent like this a little bit, and then I'm just hitting it or whatever, and I'm looking at him because we're right next to each other. So I don't know, but I believe that's who it was because I know him. I know him. He is weak in flesh. He is weak in flesh. It's just like it don't matter. It don't matter who it is. If someone wants to talk or do something or give up some booty, he taking it. He is taking it. So then after seeing that, and I'm like trying to talk to him on the phone, and I'm in this car with him and my brother-in-law and my sister, and I'm trying hard not to argue, not to cry or whatever, because this stuff has happened before. So I'm like, oh my God. So then I say, okay, again, because I'm trying not to argue, and I let him go. It's fine. Take your shower, Collins. Go take your shower or whatever. I'll call you back. It takes like, 10 minutes to take a shower? So 10 or 15 minutes, I call back. I call back, and it's just disheartening. It's for real. I call back. He's in the bed. He's in the bed. So he's so annoyed and mad at me now that what he does, it hurt my feelings. It did. It hurt my feelings. I probably sat back there and just cried. It hurt. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, my God. So then he gets in the bed. Well, he's already in the bed. He's in the bed. He takes that phone with me on video call. He sits that phone down, covers his head, and says, I'm going to sleep or whatever. I don't even remember him saying anything, but basically his actions showed me what he was doing. Again, ignoring me, didn't want to talk about anything or nothing. He was mad, I guess, because I messed up that booty. He's mad. So he covered his head. And I felt so bad because I'm like, God, it's like you can talk all you want or you can look at me sleep. And that's what happened with that. So when I got home, and because he was going to be there the next day because he was flying out the next day. And I got home, I just said, I don't know what else to do. So I said, when he got home, I said, Collins, you will sleep with anything. You will take any offers. You don't care. We don't even sleep together. He won't he'll have sex with me, but for years it's been for years it's been, you know, once a month. At the you know, early stages or whatever, it was like maybe twice a month. But for years it's been once a month. So what once a month is hurting? I mean, like if we don't have sex, it once a month it ain't a big deal. I want it. I want sex. I want love. I want affection. I want cuddling. I want all of those things. But he doesn't want to give it to me. He doesn't want to be with me like that. He would prefer to sleep with other people. He would prefer, you know, to be with other women. He don't want me like that. So so after that, I just said fine, fine, like we don't have to sleep together. I think he was so relieved. I think he was just so relieved after that that it didn't bother him at all. Not at all. Since November, that birthday weekend, that was it. When we, when we got back, no more sex or anything. So pretty much a whole year we've been doing nothing. And I know he's having sex because I know I'm missing a bunch of stuff between that. I know it. It might come to me, but I'm almost at the end. I wish I could remember everything that transpired or whatever so I can prove to y'all. I can prove, I want to prove that it's not my fault. That this is not my fault. I wanted my marriage. I wanted my marriage. I tried so many times. I wanted it, my marriage. I wanted it even when it wasn't good at all, even when I'm not getting any sex or getting any attention or getting any communication or whatever. I kept trying. I kept trying. Um, One thing happened, and the kids see this. Some kids see this. We was talking about something, and it ended up being an argument. Um, I'm constantly telling him how he treats me. It's like it's like that's why I think it's a demon or something because he I ain't done nothing. I ain't done nothing to you, Sandra. I ain't done nothing to you. Like he really believes that he ain't doing it's normal and he ain't doing nothing to me. I, I don't understand. So I said, ask the kids. I'm always saying you can ask somebody, ask the kids, or let's talk to your brother. Let's talk to your sister. Let's talk to someone, you know, and maybe you'll see different if they tell you, hey, yeah, you know, that's not normal, or that's not cool, or whatever. Like, you know, somebody to help. But my fault, what goes on in the house stays in the house, and I don't say nothing. But now, with trying to ask for help because of what just happened, him moving out and taking the RV and stuff, still nobody saying anything. The only person that did text was Donna. I mean, shit. Sorry. Um, my sister-in-law, and that's it. And I asked her to ask him why is he doing it, because I honest to God don't know. I don't know why he does it. I don't know why he continues to do it. I don't know. I know nothing. I know nothing. So, okay, uh getting off track. Um okay, the kids, we called the kids, and um our son said, we asked him the question, how he said, how do I treat Sandra? And our son said, you treat her like you don't want to have nothing to do with her. You treat her like you can't stand to be around her. Like, I mean, like you treat her like you don't want to have nothing to do with her. I'm trying to remember the exact words. You treat her like you don't want to have nothing to do with her, and you can't stand to be around her. I started crying because that's the God's honest truth. That is the God's honest truth. I mean, when the kids are there, they can see it. They see what happens. So he got mad. He got mad because I guess he don't believe it or whatever, or I don't understand. So it was like a small argument happened after that, and I apologized to our son because that's not what I wanted. I did not want a argument to come out of that. I'm just trying to get answers. I'm always trying to get answers, and it always ends up bad. It always ends up it's a big ass argument. So that happened. Um, you know, trying to get answers, and when he said that, it just made me cry because that's the truth. He treats me like he don't want to be around me or won't have nothing to do with me. So after that, um, after that, I can't remember everything that happened, but um, getting back to uh, us, and I think no, at the time, even though we weren't sleeping with each other, you know, no sex or whatever, it ain't bother him at all. I'm menopausal now, so it ain't bothering me now. These hot flashes and all the mood swings and all the uh, emotional crying outbursts and everything is changing with me with being menopausal. Um, it ain't bothered me at all. You know, it ain't bothering me. Sex ain't bothering me. It ain't like I ain't worried about it. But with him, oh, he's having sex. He's having sex. That's just what it is. So he don't try to tug. He don't try to nothing. He dude is having sex. Okay, he having sex. So I didn't say anything about separating or whatever. We just wasn't having sex. So then I start. I can't remember. I started trying to make plans because I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. I'm always by myself. You know, everybody living their lives and stuff, and I'm always in the house. I'm always by myself. So then, so then, I start making plans to go to Belize, um, to buy land for the kids. And, just, I believe in generational wealth. I believe in, you know, setting our kids up, for the future, or if there's going to be a future for them or whatever. I believe in, generational wealth, getting them ready to own something or whatever. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and do this because I said it prior to that, that I wanted to go. And I showed him videos of these ladies, the black women, going abroad, living abroad and stuff like that. And I told him I have family, um, through my dad, my biological father, and my brother, uh, over there. So I was like, I'm gonna get with them and see, what I can do. So I make plans to try to do that, to go buy some land for the kids. Um, just to have your kids can go there, build something, whatever. Anyway, I go there. My first trip, was it my first trip? My first trip, yeah, my first trip. I went, wasn't thinking anything. I know he does it. I know he brings women in the house and all that. I know that. So, um, just too preoccupied with everything that's going on. I'm by myself in the country, by myself. You know what I mean? Doing everything or whatever. Um, so I'm not really focused or thinking about what he's doing. We still talk like normal. Sometimes we hold the phone and don't say nothing or whatever because don't know what to say sometimes. And then sometimes we're talking about the normal crap or whatever, you know. And at night, definitely at night, call each other or whatever, say a few things or whatever. Stay on the phone, make sure I'm safe, make sure I'm comfortable. And then I think after that, I return home. I see things in my room that's been kind of moved. I know when things, and I had to start taking pictures of stuff. Um, and that just sparked a memory too. But I'm gonna try to finish it and come back to it. But um, in my, it's plexiglass because he's trying to avoid cameras, so it's cracked. So I can only think that they were on top of it, trying to avoid the bed and the cameras or whatever, and cracked it. Him or her was on there and cracked it, and then some other stuff or whatever. I think I saw on the videos or whatever, little stuff that I knew he was bringing women in the house, and that shit just hurts because it's like, my God, take a take him to a hotel. Like my mama told me, go to a hotel or something. I don't know. I don't get it. So that happened. And then, um, okay, let me tell you before I start with the second time, what that made me remember other stuff that he's done like that before. Okay, when we were separated when he got back, um, all the alcohol and stuff was in my room because I had that bar, his bar that he made in the room and stuff like that. And I put it back up there because, he's moved back up there, so he's gonna have his man cave back. But all the alcohol was in my room. He doesn't know this. And I think he be trying to figure out how I know stuff. Swear to God, y'all. Whoever the females were, if it was the girl Michelle or some other females, he would come and make drinks for them. And I would take pictures of the alcohol. and I would see that it's disappearing or whatever. That because I don't drink like that. I don't drink. So um, he was doing that. Ain't nobody else. Ain't nobody else gonna come in our room like that. They just not gonna do it. So it was him. And then the little glasses that he uses, some little round glasses that I bought him with his alcohol. When I would go and clean up or whatever, I'm washing the dishes of him and his female. We call ourselves separated at that time, but he bringing her upstairs and getting their thing on upstairs or whatever. But a lot of people know I don't dust, so I'll clean my house, but the dusting and stuff like that, I don't know, I just don't really do it. But the glass table, it was all dusty and stuff. But then I saw the rings of the glasses and stuff sitting on there. And I'm like, wow, I just keep finding things or whatever. So I'm hurt, but it's like, ain't nothing I can do about it. So then, so then, I, uh, I take the glasses and stuff, and I don't remember if I brought it up to him because it don't really matter because he's never gonna admit to anything. He never gonna give me an answer for anything. He just do it, and his new thing now is I pay for it. So I know that I'm washing the dishes and glasses of the women that he's doing. I don't know if it's the woman. I don't think it's that Michelle girl, woman. Now I'm not sure. But I think it's another female he done met because you trying to, show him a nice side or whatever of you, and you're, inviting them to the house and you're sitting down and you're, watching TV or whatever you're doing, talking. And then I'm thinking it escalated up to going up to the room and this and that or whatever and stuff like that because he would have sex with him on the floor. I ain't got time to say all that because it's already going into another hour. So I I've noticed things like that because I decorated the rooms. I did everything. It's my house. I decorated or whatever. I'm the wife. I'm the housewife. I'm the homemaker like that. I do everything. So I know what was going on. So I didn't really say anything then or whatever. It just hurt my feelings that you're doing this, and you could take them to their house, or you can something else. You don't have to bring them in here, but he continues to choose to do that. So then, okay, that's like I said. There's so much that's happened. I keep forgetting parts that happen. So that happened in the beginning of him coming back from Japan. Okay. Anyway, with um, with the part of me going to Belize. Okay, the second part, second time I went out there, uh, I went and we were, talking on the phone and everything or whatever, doing like normal. But I had to come back a little early. I can't remember why now, but I had to come back a little early for something. Um, and then uh, that trip, everything was okay. We were in Houston because I would try to line the visits to go there and fly back around his drill dates. So we were in Houston when he picked me up in Houston, and we were eating. We went out to eat or whatever and stuff like that. Excuse me. And taking selfies when he got back and everything when I got back. So everything seemed normal. So then, so then, on a drive home and stuff like that, you know, everything was okay. So then, when I get home, I come to the room. I put stuff on the bed because I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta pee, so I place things on the bed. Y'all, when I finish peeing and stuff like that, and then he's in there, we're talking about something. I mean, like, oh, hey, whatever, speaking about something. So then I come back to the bed and I get my stuff or picking my stuff up to take it in the other room, the bathroom area. I noticed my bed. So I look at it, really good. And I'm like, I took pictures of it before I left because I'm always trying to prove it. I'm always trying to prove it to myself, and I'm trying to prove it to him that I know he's sleeping with some people. I know he's doing it. So I took pictures, and you always gotta do this with him because he lies and denies. So I took the pictures of my bed, the sheets, and everything. I think I did that too the first time, taking pictures, so I'll know what everything looks like, what the sheets look like, and everything. But I think he like, but with the first time, because I kept asking him to be me, but to be nice, like please be nice to me or whatever. And I even that night I even asked him could he watch a movie with me, because at this point, I guess after seeing that happen in Vegas, I guess I did. I guess we were. I considered us separated. I guess because we're, like I said, coming to an end. So I guess we're separated. So then I'm asking him to, I'm lonely. I'm always by myself. So I'm lonely. I ain't messing with nobody. Nobody, right? So I'm lonely. I'm like, can you come and watch a movie with me? I had just got back. Can you watch a movie with me? Can you just be in here with me? He said, all right. So I get him. This was the first time. I forgot. This is the first time. So I got in the bed and I was itching and stuff like that. So I don't know if he did or not. I can only suspect he did, but I don't really know. So, okay. So he watched the movie with me or whatever. And then after the movie, he left. He went back upstairs or whatever. So then we live in life or whatever. Stuff is happening. My mind, I'm so tired right now. So I'm not thinking. I can't really think. But a lot happened within these months, right? Or whatever. Stuff happened in the months. And then I go, and like I said, when I get back, the whole sheet is sex stains. I undo the thing and I see it, and it's hurtful to me because he's been so busy that he wasn't able, and he even himself was like, like you could see the expression on his face was like, oh shit, I see his face. I see the expression. And I'm like, really? So I'm like, oh my God. And of course, my big mouth, I'm going off. What the hell? Why? What the fuck? Why? I mean, why? Why I'm going off with why? And my question is always why? 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 So then I get my phone and I just video it. I'm like, look at this. Look at what I have to come home to. Look at this. And I video it, looking at all the sex stains and everything or whatever. If nobody want to believe they sex stains, that's you. I know they sex stains. So, did I forget? There we go again. Here we go again. How I know they sex stains? Because I got a sheet. Matter of fact, it's in my bag right now. I brought it with me because I don't want him to destroy it. So, going right back to the beginning. sorry. I'm sorry this video is going to be confusing. I apologize. I'm just trying to get it all out to prove that I have not done anything to make Collins treat me this way. I haven't done nothing to make him treat me this way. So I'm sorry. Okay. When he was bringing women up to the upstairs, I just tried to figure out how can I prove it? How can I prove it? Because with him, you got to prove everything, and it still the proof still don't matter, right? So I'm like, I gotta have proof. I gotta have proof. So, one day he was gone. Something I maybe at work. So I go up there. I go upstairs, and I look in the room or whatever. I look around and stuff like that. And I look under, the covers or whatever, and I found him. I found it. Um, I found it, and it hurt my feelings and everything, but I didn't know what to do. So I walked back downstairs. But then I started thinking, and something inside of me say, go get that sheet. Go get it, because you will never have anything again to prove. You won't have nothing, because he's very smart and calculating and shit when it comes to what he does. He's good at it. He try to make sure, even though he leaves stuff behind, but it's not that significant, because he'll tell me quick, you can't prove it. You can't prove it. So I'm like, some said, go get that sheet. So what I did was I went right back up them stairs, and I got that sheet off that bed. I got that sheet off that bed, and I put it, and I put it in a bag or whatever, and I kept it. And then I called a place in El Paso. It's a laboratory that you can send off samples, and they can tell you if it's, sex, if it's sperm and things like that. So I've been saving it to, to do that or whatever. And we even had an argument about it. I even said, because he saw the sheet, he saw it was gone or whatever, and I told him I got it. And so he already knew that I took the sheet. So I was up here trying to find out what I can do. And there's a place that you can cut it out or whatever. And I had the circle. They told me to, because I said it's stains a white, kind of like, a white sheet, kind of like, this one or whatever, just, white or off-white sheet. So it was hard in a way. No, it might have been more of a more tannish than white. It was a tint of color in it. So then I saw all the sex stains, but they told me to circle it, circle all the stains to where, they can cut the sample and, test it. So then I was like, okay. So I did that. But he's a very smart man. He saw where I put it. He saw where I put it. I believe he did. So after I did everything or whatever, this was maybe a few days or whatever, and he saw me where I put it, and then he I think, well, I don't know if he did or not, but I got it out for something, because I think we had started an argument, and my dumb ass, I call him dumb and stupid. I'm dumb and stupid, because I tell him everything. I be like, no, because this, and I can prove it because of this or whatever. And when I got that sheet out, um, I could not find the stains. It was so light. And I just broke down crying because I'm thinking, you done took it, you done washed the sheet. And oh, so now I'm gonna wash your sheet or whatever. I'm like, because when I was trying to put it out, a lot of the marker and stuff like that was really fainted and light. And I couldn't find the stains because we arguing about stuff or whatever. And I think that he tried to put it in water or something or whatever. I don't know if he actually like washed it, but I think he probably did something to try to distort the stuff. I don't know. But I never have the extra money. He's not gonna give me no extra money. He's not gonna give me nothing to do anything with that I can get that tested. So I still have it right now. Still have that sheet right now today. To whenever I have the money or whatever to really find out. So anyway, that happened. There's so many ways, y'all. So many ways and so many things that he's undone that I know that he's cheated and cheated and cheated and cheated, and bringing women in the house and everything like that. So it's just a lot. And I remember um, with the shit that went through my mind, I'm trying to remember. Um, I skipped over something that I wanted to say. So much has happened, that so many things that have occurred, and I want to tell everything because, man, I didn't do this. So anyway, let me go back and maybe I'll remember it then because there's something else I wanted to say. But okay, I was videoing the bed or whatever, and I was so angry. I still got the videos of us arguing, and I said that I was gonna put it on Facebook so everybody can see what you're doing or whatever. He said, I don't give a. You could do what the fuck you want. You can this, you can that, or whatever. I don't care. Do what you want to do. So I'm hurt and I'm mad and everything. So I did it. I did it. I just put it on. No, no, I didn't put that on. I just put um, words. I forgot what I said. I probably have to get the video or whatever about finding it in my bed and everything or whatever, and just being frustrated and gonna expose him, gonna show everybody what he does. So then he didn't care. He don't care. So then I did that, and then I called my mama, and I talked to my mama, and she it's been like what, an hour, 2 hours on the phone with her, and she said exactly what I've been calling him, heartless. She said, well, that makes him heartless. Why would he do that? Everything that's occurring or whatever. And I forgot when I first came to Belize, um, nobody really didn't know. I don't say anything to anybody. I don't share the stress and the problems that I go through. So when I first got there, when I was there the first time, my mama called me and she was like, where are you at and why are you there? What are you doing? So I said, I'm in Belize, and why are you doing this? And then why? Saying, why? I mean, she was just, why? Like me. I could hear me. Why? And I just told her, I just had to tell her, and kind of broke down. Um, kind of broke down and cried a little bit. She said, stop all that crying. I'm sorry, but that's what happens. If something hurts me, I cry. I cry. I don't know what else to do. I don't call nobody. I don't bother nobody. I don't do anything. I just cry. So she's like, stop all that crying and this and that or whatever, and you should do this and you should do that, and don't divorce him, and you, I wouldn't divorce him, and I was this and all that. I mean, it's just so much stuff or whatever, and I just felt bad because I'm having to tell her some stuff of what's going on in the marriage and how I'm being treated. So she was like, well, I can't support that. I can't support that going to his retirement and he's treating you like this and that or whatever. So I before we get off the phone, I asked her, does she think I need to just take it down? Because at that point, everybody was calling and texting on the phone, and I was on the phone with my mama. So my cousin, my pastor, cousin pastor, he was calling, he texted, and think somebody, a few people was calling or texting saying, um, "Do we need to talk? Take that down or whatever, whatever." And I think on Facebook, because I didn't get on Facebook for a while after that. I think it was like 4 in the morning, maybe 3 or 4. I can't even remember when I got off the phone with my mama that she said, what did you put? So I opened it up and I read it to her because I can't remember word for word of excuse me, of doing it. So I read what I said to her, and she said, "Yeah, go ahead and take that down." So I took it down. So then I'm just hurt. He laying in bed right next to me. He laying in bed right next to me. So um I can't remember. Is that the first time? I don't know. He's done it every time I done went. He done it. I'm here now. Well, I'm in Cancun. I'm getting ready to come home, and he done it. I know he has. So we were still sleeping in the same room, same bed, everything. And I think that must have been the first time. Yeah, that must have been the first time. That must have been the first time I went. And then the second time before I was going, yeah, I told him I would like him to just move out of the room because I don't trust him. Like, I do not want him to bring women in here. I know he keeps doing it, but like, can you please move upstairs? Because, and he didn't want to. Like I said, he still wanted to be married. And I tried, like my mama say, stay married or whatever. Everybody, make your marriage work. Everybody come to me with it, make your marriage work. I can't make it work by myself. I can't make a marriage work by myself. Nobody says nothing to him. Nobody talks to him. Nobody says nothing. Nothing to him. They come to me. Sandra, make your marriage work. Try to make it work. I've tried. I've tried for years. We've been married coming up on 15 years, and I've tried. But it's not working. He don't want it. It's so frustrating to me to keep trying, and I'm not getting anything out of it. What I'm getting out of it is that he's providing for me. He's a provider. He provides for his family. So I'm being provided for, and that's it. That's it. I don't get anything else out of a marriage. Nothing. Nothing else out of a marriage. I don't get it. So I asked him to go ahead and just move upstairs because I'm tired of coming home to sex, in the bed or wherever, or finding it in different places and things like that. So, so He was reluctant, but he did. And he said, I would like to stay in the room. I would like to move up there when Preston leaves. When Preston leaves. Because, shit, said the kid's name. Sorry, God. So when our son was leaving, our sons was moving together. So I told him, no, I can't do it. I cannot do it. I can't go and come back and find you bringing women in our bed again, doing this again. I can't stomach that. I can't do that. So he went ahead and he moved up. He just moved all his stuff, and he moved it back upstairs. So then I was making plans to go back. So I went back. Okay, y'all. I'm mixing it up, but yeah, the sheet thing happened the first trip. This is what happened the second trip. The videos. He tried to avoid the videos. And what the video showed is, and I was upset because I'm like, my God, I said, I even showed him the video, that's you. And he's looking like, what? That's you. Now, his whole body, his physical body wasn't seen, okay? It was shadows. So what happened is, and I have to, all the stuff is in those videos in the clouds or whatever, all in the storage or whatever. So when I get back home, I gotta do research. I gotta get all of that stuff. I mean, that's like hundreds of videos and clips and stuff. So that's a lot. But I looked at the videos when I got back. I didn't pay that much attention to it because, like I said, I'm out there, looking for land. I can't go anywhere because there's no vehicle and stuff out there and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to move around when you don't have a vehicle. So we're still talking and stuff like that. So I didn't really watch the cameras that much. I didn't watch them that much. It's on my phone, so I could. But man, when I got back and kind of settled in or whatever and reviewing the cameras, what he did was it's weird too, because I guess he was sitting on the little thing by the bed and he was on his phone. He was on his phone, he was texting or whatever. And I'm talking about what's in the video. And then I think it was like 9 o'clock or whatever. He was doing that. He sat there for a while, moving around or whatever. And then let's say 10 something, 10, everything changed. I guess whoever it was able to come through. So he does what he normally do, covers up the camera, covered up with something, or unplug it or whatever. He does things like that. So, nothing's seen. You can't see nothing. But one of the cameras I had directly on the bed, it's right there to catch everything on the bed. So my crazy self thinking, I'm gonna get something this time. He knows where all the cameras are. He's smart. He knows what to do. So he avoided the cameras. And I've sent this video to a couple of people. And I'm like, seriously? I mean, I guess because nobody does the things he does, or people just don't believe it, or they just like don't see what I see. And I know him, and I know it. I even tried to reenact it for my sister. She said, I don't see nobody on that bed. Ain't nobody on the bed. Don't look at the bed. Look at the bottom of the bed. The shadows. the thing is because he's avoiding the camera. He's not effing her in the bed. This time he's not, because if all the cameras, I think I had like 2 or 3 cameras in that room. So all the cameras are blocked, right? He you ain't no way you can tell me that you didn't do that. So he's smart. He covers his ass. So the camera that's directly on that bed, he's trying to avoid it. But it's catching shadows and stuff. And what he did was, the music is so loud. He turns the music up, and this is something he's never done before. He hooks that loudspeaker up to the TV. Never done that before. I took a picture of that too, because that speaker was still on top of the little shelf. He hooked that up to that, and he never done that before ever in life. And it was still on there. But he set his scene to where um, the music was really loud, and he put Bones outside, because I'm figuring this is a new female. She might be scared of dogs or whatever. So that night, because we're still talking, everybody's communicating and everything, and he was like, Bones was something, and he was outside, so I just left him outside. And I think my sister and them kept saying, yeah, Bones was outside or whatever all night and whatever, whatever. And I'm thinking, and then Preston, sorry. Um, I, I can't remember everything, but everybody's communicating. So he did tell me that Bones was outside, but I believe he placed Bones outside because this new female, whoever he met, probably scared of dogs, and he's a pit bull and whatever. Because why would you put the dog away when everybody that the dog knows, he can sniff or whatever, know that you've been there or whatever, right? So I'm thinking can't be Michelle, because I'm sure he done got her scent and she's used to it, or they're used to it. But whoever this is somebody new. So he starts to set his scene. I can't see him. He's avoiding the camera. He's just kind of moving around in the room. I can see him walk back to the bathroom area, see his body walking back. He's setting the scene. And what I believe happened is he took the cushions off the couch. He took the cushions off the couch and he placed them on the floor. And he fucked on the floor. Because the video shows him, but then he's trying to be very careful. And like I said, the TV's on and the music and everything is so loud. I swear. You want a copy of, I can go back, like I said, and I dig all this out and give a copy of the video. I've already given it to some people, but even the pastor that counseled us, he even said what one of our sons said, it may look kind of like somebody's exercising. I'm thinking they're not looking good enough, or they just don't have the I guess vision. Like, no, that's nobody doing no sit-ups or whatever. That's somebody doing doggy style, or basically, to me, that's what it is. So, because I reenacted, because I had to do it for my sister. She was like, I don't see nothing or whatever. I'm like, look at the bottom of the bed, the bottom of the mattress. You can see the thing going like this, like the body in and out, motion in and out. And then it'll stop and they have to reposition, I guess, or whatever, because you see the body just standing up, and then you don't see it because I guess repositioning sex or whatever and this and that. You can't see everything because he's not in the bed, because he knows that other camera is in directly on the bed. I wish I had another one instead of outside or whatever. I wish I had another one pointing, which I do now. But anyway, um, he avoided the camera because one camera already is covered. It is covered. I can't see nothing on that camera. That camera is, he done covered that up. So he gonna lie about it, but he covered that one. But the other one by the bed that's sitting there directly on that mattress, he tried to avoid that at all costs because he'd already had sex before when I left and forgot the stained sheets and everything. So I guess he said, I ain't making that mistake again. So this time, I believe, like I said, took the cushions and right at the foot of the bed, that's where he was doing it. And like I said, it's this. And I don't see how anybody sees it as a push up. I mean, maybe, but to me, I don't see it as that. I see it as sex or whatever because the music was so loud and I swear to God, that song stayed in my head for like a week. I could not stop thinking about it and hearing that song. And it was dark in the room, just the TV and stuff was on, and the music was really loud. And my son even said, he said, I didn't go in. He said, but yeah, it was strange because, I'm thinking Collins was gone. He said, I thought he was gone. But yeah, I heard all the music and everything. He said, but I thought he was gone. And he maybe just left it on or whatever. So then what happened? Okay, it was like I said, it was like 9 something, then like 10 o'clock when I believe she showed up on the videos. It was like 10 something that you didn't see him anymore. You wouldn't see him walking, to the bathroom or whatever. You won't see him moving no more. All you see is this. Like, this is the bottom half, and this is his head. Like I wish, shit, I can't. I'm trying to see, like this. All you can see is this. Like his head and everything is here. And you just see the body motion just, like sex. Like you stroking it and going in and out, and you see it, his body going in and out like this. That's all I saw. And then it would stop, reposition, I guess, or whatever. I can't see that, but it's repositioning or whatever. And then it would start again. It would start again. Or he'd do, I guess, another position or something, and I would see like a silhouette, his silhouette going up or whatever, right? So then all of those things was happening in the videos. There was so many clips and so many things that I tried. I think I tried. I think I did. The one night I did, I went through all them damn videos. I did. Because I'm trying to see. I'm always trying to prove it and prove it and prove it and prove it. And it does no good, but I don't know, my brain continues to say, prove it, because he'll tell you quick, prove it, Sandra, prove it. So for years, I've been trying to prove it. So then, what's the crazy part is he, like 11 o'clock, I guess, like maybe 11, you could see his body again. You could see him. He comes in the camera again, but not by the bed. He comes in because the camera covers the bed and the door and all that. You could see him get up. Well, not see him get up, but you can see him, he's up and he's walking. He goes into the bathroom. And I guess that all that loud music and everything or whatever, she was already getting dressed or whatever, because I didn't see no female. All I did was saw him. Butt naked. Naked. He was naked. No workout clothes, nothing. None of it. He was naked. So I see him walk in the camera's view, walk to the bathroom. I'm guessing he washing his stuff off or whatever. So then I see him come back, and then I'm thinking, damn, so she must be gone. He must just got it. Get out. You're out. So then he comes back into the view. Now I can see everything. He's totally naked again. He's totally naked again, and he gets in the bed. He gets in the bed. And guess what? I think right at that time, I called him. I called him like maybe within seconds or a minute or so. When I see him on that camera getting in the bed, I called and I hear us on the video. I hear us talking. I'm looking at me on the phone talking to him. And at that time, didn't know nothing like that was going on. I didn't know because I'm in Belize. He's here, and we just call and talk or whatever because I'm always by myself. So call and talk to him. And, didn't even think of nothing or whatever. So until I got home and then viewed everything and found everything out. So, I'm so confused because I don't know. He was in our bed when he did it. I can't remember if when he went upstairs or not, moved upstairs. But anyway, this is true and honest things that has really happened. All this stuff has truly happened. There's so much more. There's so much more. But after that, I didn't trust him. Okay, I guess that's when there's no trust. It's like you're going to keep doing what you want to do. So then now he's upstairs and, I guess it's just the way it is now. I'm trying to remember. There's so much stuff, man. I just wish to God I can tell y'all everything. I wish I could tell y'all everything so y'all can believe me. After that, I just didn't believe anything and don't want him bringing them in the room where I sleep, where we sleep. So now we're considered separated and he can do what he want, right? He can do what he want now. So I don't know. I believe he was still bringing women upstairs and stuff. All that stuff kept happening. And I moved the cameras. I forgot. I was talking to different people. My sister, my mama, some friends and stuff. And I removed the cameras out of there and let him have his privacy. I just moved him out and let him have his privacy. It's been bad. He's gotten meaner. He don't talk, don't say nothing. He ignores me a whole lot now because after me showing them the little clip of the video and everything or whatever, he don't care. He just don't care. Now it's basically F you, Sandra, because everything it's gotten worse. It's done got worse. So let's see. I'm tired too, so that's why I'm probably not thinking good. So been out in the sun at that beach all day. My phone got so hot that it stopped working. Couldn't even use the phone. So I'm trying to tell this story because I want my family to help me to believe me. I want my family to believe me. I consider his family my family. Even my family don't even know this. I text his family this morning, skipping over stuff, but I text them this morning because Collins has, and I don't know nothing, I have no idea. He has taken the RV and the truck. I saw in the videos that he was at night, like he always do. He does everything at night so nobody will see him. So he was taking the clothes out and putting them in the RV. And I asked for help, but nobody helped me, want to help. Nobody want to help. Nobody, like always, don't say nothing to him. Nobody say nothing to him. All right, prior to that, it's constantly the same thing. I always want to know why he's doing stuff. Why is he being mean? Why is he treating me this way? Like, I just want to know why. Why? I haven't done nothing to you. I take everything you throw at me, everything that you've done. I take it. And I'm loyal. I'm loyal. I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing. So, I know I'm skipping over a whole lot, but what happened? Trying to think. I think when I've known for years or whatever that it's been over, I just hold on, you know? I just hold on to a little hope that he would change. He would change and he would want me, you know? I'll be hoping and praying and praying and praying and praying. Praying and praying, praying and praying. But I done forgot. I think when I told my mom and I told him, I forgot what happened, argument or whatever. I told him, I said, and I tell my sister, my brother-in-law all the time, like every time I do something, I go with good intentions. I go with good intentions. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. I just try to make amends or like, hey, let's be nice, or like, please be nice to me. I literally have to beg him to be nice. I have to beg him to be